Hello everyone, I welcome you all to this post-gate counseling session. In this session, I am going to share with you some important points which are very useful to the students who have given the GATE 2026 examination. The key points which I would like to discuss in this video, the first and most important one is, suppose you have got some GATE score. Based on your GATE score, how to choose the best M.Tech specialization and the best college. So, what parameters you have to consider here? That is what I am going to share here. The next important key point is here, how to apply to this institution. See, in India we have many IITs, NITs, IITs and private universities also. So, how to apply to all these institutions? And then, what is the eligibility criteria? Suppose you want to join M.Tech, otherwise Master of Science by Research, otherwise you want to get into some PhD job, right? What is the eligibility criteria, right? And then the other point is, in case you have got a good GATE score, you may be having a chance of securing a PhD job, at the same time getting a good M.Tech in IIT also. In such case, what to do? Should you go for M.Tech in IIT, otherwise take up the PhD job, right? What parameters you have to consider? I will throw some light on this. I think that will help you to take some appropriate decision at your end. And also, these two PG programs, one is called M.Tech, Master of Technology. The next one is Master of Science by Research. So, this program is there in most of the IITs, IIT Bangalore and a few IITs and NITs. So, in these two PG programs, what is the best one? Why generally people go for M.Tech when you have to go for MS? So, that point, those points also I may discuss here. And also the cutoff scores. See, if you want to join M.Tech in IIT, what is the minimum score that you require? Similarly for NIT. Similarly, if you want to get some PhD job, what is the cutoff score that is required there? So, these aspects we will discuss here. And lastly, suppose you have got a low GATE score. Otherwise, let us say you are not qualified in the GATE examination. Still, there is a chance how you can get into some IIT or NIT or some IIT to pursue your M.Tech program. So, how to do in such a case? So, these points also I am going to share in this video. So, before I go further, the formality, let me introduce myself. I am Dr. A.K. I am alumnus of IIT Madras. I have put a vast experience in coaching for the various examinations like a GATE and ESC, and also this type of post-GATE counseling sessions. So, on behalf of ACE Academy, I am going to present this post-GATE counseling session. Now, let us see first of all, what are the various opportunities available through the GATE examination in a broader sense, right? Suppose you have got a GATE score. So, with this GATE score, you may try to get some PhD job. Otherwise, you can go for post-graduation, a program like Master of Technology, M.Tech, otherwise Master of Science by Research, and also Master of Design. See, this Master of Design program, it is available in most of the IITs and IIT Bangalore also. In IIT Bangalore, the admissions for this Master of Design course are given based on the GATE score also. So, those who are interested, you can explore this. And apart from that, suppose you are interested to take up some research career. So, with your B.Tech background and if you have good GATE score, directly you can join the PhD program. After B.Tech, directly you can join the PhD program in IITs, IISc, Bangalore, and one or two NITs also available. And also, you can also take up some fellowships like junior research fellowship in the case of CSR and DRDO laboratories, etc. So, broadly, and one more, let me cover this also. In case you are not interested to pursue your career further in our engineering sector, you want to shift from engineering to management. Yes, there is a facility here. You can join the management program. There is a program called Master of Management in IIT Bangalore. So this Master of Management program, it is equivalent to MBA. Some of the seats in the IIT Bangalore, they are given based on the GATE score also. You can explore. In the remaining IITs, the same program, MBA, if you at all you want to join, you have to take a CAT exam there. But in IIT Bangalore, in this program, admissions are being given to some extent based on your GATE score also. You can try. And also, most of the IIMs in India, they are offering you direct admission into the PhD program in the management. So those who are interested in management programs, you can think of this also. So broadly, these are the 4 opportunities available if you have got a good GATE score. So now let us take up each one in detail. So to begin with, let us take up first one. What is that? Public sector unit jobs. Now look at this. In case you have got a good GATE score, you may stand chance of getting a good PSC job, at the same time getting a good MTech in a top IITs, IIT Bangalore. In such case, many students are in dilemma. What should be taken up? Should you go for PSC job, otherwise MTech in the top IITs? Here I may discuss some points. I think this will help you to take some decision appropriately at your end. Now, suppose if you belong to mechanical engineering or civil engineering, electrical, instrumentation or production industrial engineering. If you belong to this type of branch of engineering, if you have got good GATE score, our advice is you better go for PSC jobs. Not for MTech in IITs, go for PSC job. The reason, see in the case of this branch of engineering, even if you join a good MTech program in the top-notch IITs and IIT Bangalore, there are no 100% campus placements in this branch of engineering. Moreover, even if you get campus placement from IITs after completing your MTech, the salary packages are not so lucrative compared to the PSC job salary packages. So that's why the best suggestion is, if you belong to this branch of engineering, you better go for a PSC job. After joining PSC job, if at all you have further interest, you can prepare for engineering services and you can try. That's what most of students in this branch of engineering, they do normally. Suppose if you do not belong to this type of branch of engineering, say for example, you happen to be computer science student, otherwise DA, data science and artificial intelligence, and electronics. In such case, if you belong to computer science, DA or EC branches of engineering, you better go for MTech in the IIT Bangalore, top IITs or top NITs, BITS, etc. If you are getting a good MTech specialization, good MTech specialization means for this branch of engineering, look at this. I have given some list of these MTech specializations for this branch of engineering. You can see here computer science, artificial intelligence, data science, microelectronics and VLSI design, VLSI embedded systems, semiconductor technology, integrated circuits and systems, electromagnetic design. So if you happen to be from this branch of engineering, if you are getting MTech of this kind of specializations, for you the best suggestion is go for MTech in the IIC and top IITs or top NITs also. Why? Because from these top-notch institutions, if you complete MTech from these specializations, you are going to have excellent campus placements with very lucrative salary packages. You will have excellent career also. So that's why for these type of students, best suggestion is to go for MTech in these top institutions, especially these type of specializations only, because they have got excellent campus placement with very lucrative salary packages. So we have heard from our previous students that, so for some of these specializations after completing MTech, they got campus placements with a package of 30, 40 lakhs, 25 lakhs, something like this. Okay. Now one more point you can see here, electrical and instrumentation, you can see in both the cases. So how to take decision means here, Even though you belong to electrical and then instrumentation engineering, you are also equally eligible for this type of M.Tech specializations like microelectronics, VLSI, semiconductor, integrated circuits like this. So, if you are from E and instrumentation, if you are getting this type of M.Tech specialization, you too can go for M.Tech in these top institutions. In case you are not getting these specializations, then go for PSU job. So, like that you can take a decision. Of course, this is only our suggestion. Depending upon your interest and your career plans, you are the right person to choose the decision appropriately at your end. Okay. Now, the PSU jobs. See, in the case of PSUs, the salary package varies from 10 to 25 lakhs per annum, right? It varies from PSU to PSU. So, there is one PSU called ONGC. ONGC pays highest salary package up to 25 lakhs per annum. There are some PSUs, they pay 10 lakhs, 12 lakhs also, something less like this. It varies from PSU to PSU. So, in India, more than 25 PSUs are there which recruit through the GATE exam regularly. And how to apply to this PSUs means, you have to apply to this PSU separately for each one. There is no combined application, there is no centralized application like this. So, for each PSU you have to apply separately after seeing the notification. So, these notifications are available in the websites of the respective PSUs. Here you have to be busy. So, by observing all these websites of the PSUs, if at all you have got a good GATE score. And regarding selection process, you are going to be shortlisted based on your GATE score, GATE marks, otherwise GATE rank. It depends upon the PSU. After shortlisting the candidates, the PSUs will call the students to attend the group discussion, otherwise group task, and then a personal interview also. Some weightage is given to your GATE score. The remaining weightage is for your performance in this group discussion, otherwise personal interview. Then they prepare a combined list. Depending upon merit, you will be given the job if you are eligible there. So, this is the selection process. Normally, it goes in the case of PSUs. Regarding the cutoffs in the PSUs, before I discuss the cutoffs about the PSUs, here you have to know the types of PSUs in India. See, there are 3 types of PSUs based on the status. Means status in the sense, the performance of these PSUs. The best PSU category is nothing but the Maharatna, the best PSU category. The second best is nothing but Navaratna. The third category is the Miniratna. So, normally this Maharatna, Navaratna, they pay attractive salary packages to the students recruited through the GATE examination. Let us see the cutoff in each of these. So, here I am going to give you the approximate cutoffs for PSUs, mind you, in the general category. In the case of Maharatna PSUs, I told you Maharatna PSU means the best category of PSUs like ONGC, NTPC, GAIL, IOCL, BPCL, etc. Because these are very good PSUs, in these PSUs, the cutoff is approximately 65 marks in the general category, please mind it. See, the exact cutoff varies year by year. It depends upon many factors. It depends upon the standard of the GATE paper. It varies from branch to branch of engineering. It again depends on the number of vacancies in a particular PSUs. So, there are so many parameters, but generally a broader idea that I would like to give you, if you have marked something more than 65, you stand a chance of getting a call from the Maharatna type of PSUs. In the case of Navaratna category PSUs, Navaratna category PSU means the second best one. Here some examples I have given here, you can see Bharat Electronics Limited and Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, Engineers India Limited, NBCC, etc. So, in this type of PSUs, the cutoff is slightly less. You can see in the case of general category, the cutoff is approximately 55 marks. If you got minimum this much marks, in the case general category, you stand a chance of getting a call from these PSUs to attend the group discussion, otherwise personal interview. So similarly, in the case of Miniratna, the cutoff is something less. We don't have much information about the Miniratna, that's why I am not giving here. Mind you friends, that 65-55, this belongs to general category. In this PSUs also there is a reservation system. Reservation is there for the EWS category, OBC, SC, ST, and also persons with disabilities, physically handicapped also. So in the case reserved categories, obviously the cutoff is going to be something less than this. So in fact, some information is available in the websites. You can explore to know approximately the cutoffs in these PSUs. They are all different PSUs, Maharatna, Navaratna categories, right. I said in each branch of engineering there are more than 25 PSUs. You can explore all this. Now, that's what about the PSUs. Now, if you talk about the M.Tech, if the main question is based on your GATE score, how to choose the best institution and the best M.Tech specialization. It is a very big task. See, whatever the struggle that you have put in while preparing for the GATE examination, almost that much amount of struggle you have to do now. You have to do a lot of homework in searching the various websites, gathering information to take a decision about the best institution and then best M.Tech specialization like this. You have to do a lot of homework here. Let me tell something about these best colleges in India, the list, the order I can say rather. So, best institution in India means obviously the IISc Bangalore and then the IITs. See, IISc Bangalore is only one institution. In the case of IITs, there are around I think 23 IITs are there, but not all IITs are equally good. The old top 5 IITs like IIT Bombay, IIT Madras, IIT Delhi, IIT Kanpur, IIT Kharagpur, those old 5 IITs are the best. Then comes the what you call the remaining new IITs. So, best institutions. After that, you can think of BITS, Birla Institute of Technology and Science. There are 3 to 4 campuses are there, Pilani, Hyderabad, Goa like this. They too have got excellent campus placements. That is almost equal to some of the new IITs are equal to the NITs. After that, NITs, National Institute of Technologies, there are 30 plus NITs are there. There you have to choose the top best NITs. I may show them separately. After that, triple ITs. Even triple ITs also, there are more than 30 triple ITs. Some of them are best, some of them are not that much popular. After that, you can see some top-notch private universities also, which have got excellent campus placements, and then other colleges as well. So, this is the order of what you call the top colleges in India. Normally, the students seek admissions depending upon the merit, what they have got. After that, while choosing the specialization for a M.Tech program, you have to consider some parameters. Those parameters nothing but whatever you choose your M.Tech specialization, it should be able to fetch you a good campus placement with a lucrative salary package. So, that type of specialization you have to choose depending upon your branch of engineering. I may show you in each branch of engineering the attractive M.Tech specializations. And then whatever you choose the specialization, in that you should have some interest, right? Then only you can study it thoroughly. And also, of course, the specialization depends upon your future career plans also. So, keeping these points in view, you have to select the best specialization, of course, the best college also. So, you have to do a lot of homework in this regard. So, I will be trying to help you how to take an appropriate decision, best decision regarding this one. Now, when you talk about the M.Tech specializations, see, there are so many M.Tech specializations in each branch of engineering. If you take mechanical, if you take electrical like this, there are so many M.Tech specializations. So, what are those names of specializations? And in that, in each branch of engineering again, what are those top-notch MTech specializations which can fetch you a good campus placement with attractive salary packages? You need to know this. I may display it. After that, what is the order of preferences? Suppose in a branch of engineering, so let us say there are around 10 specializations are there. So, in your application while filling it up, what is the order that you are supposed to give? Which is the first preference of you? Which is the second preference, third preference? That order you have to give. Here you require some experts' advice. So, I may show you the suggested order of preferences in each branch of engineering. After that, you see here, there are two types of specializations. One is called core specialization, other one is interdisciplinary specialization. For example, there are some MTech specializations in which only a particular branch of engineering only eligible. There are some MTech specialization where many branches of engineering are also eligible. The specialization where many branches are eligible, they are called as interdisciplinary specializations. The specialization in which only a particular branch of engineering only eligible, that is nothing but core specialization. So, you have to think between these two, then you have to give the appropriate order of preferences. So, I may have some slides here which will display the various MTech specializations showing the core as well as interdisciplinary. That will help you to take some appropriate decision. Before I go further, let me discuss a few more points. See here, in each branch of engineering, I am going to show you some order of preferences. Here I have to tell you how I have prepared this order of preferences. See, while preparing this order of preferences in each branch of engineering, I have taken feedback from our students who have already pursued MTech in the IITs, IISc and NITs and those who have got campus placements, and also had some discussion with my colleague faculty members of other branches of engineering. And I myself did a lot of research by visiting the websites of different IITs, and after observing the previous record regarding the campus placements of particular specialization, and more importantly, the previous cutoff. See, one simple rule you can understand here. Most of the IITs, NITs also, in their website, they are displaying the previous cutoff scores for the each MTech specialization. General category, EWS, OBC, SC, ST, PWD category like this. If you go through the previous cutoffs of each specialization, you will understand yourself which specialization is the most sought after one, which is having more demand, where the cutoff is high, right? This fair idea you can get when you look at the previous cutoffs. I did all the research work already. So, based on this information what I have collected, I have prepared some order of preferences in the each branch of engineering. I am going to display here. Remember, this order what you are suggesting you, it is only indicative, suggestive for your information purpose. You need not follow the same order of preference what you are suggesting. So, depending upon your future plans, depending upon your interest, depending upon other aspects, you are the person at liberty to take your own order of preferences, right? But this will serve you as a what you call general guidance. Let me go branch wise. First, electronics communication engineering. Of course, instrumentation also it includes there. So, first let me give you the core specializations, the order of preferences. See, I have displayed here three specializations: microelectronics and VLSI, VLSI embedded systems, semiconductor technology. These three are the top-notch MTech specializations for these two branches of engineering. If at all you do MTech from the top IITs, IISc Bangalore, some top NITs also, you are going to get excellent campus placements with attractive salary package. You can prefer these courses as your top priority, first priority. After that, integrated circuits and systems, then electronic systems engineering, electronic product design, digital systems engineering, signal processing, communication engineering, You can think of this course also. They are also fairly good. And also you can see control and optimization, RF and microwave, photonics, control and instrumentation. See, this is generally our suggested order of preferences. Don't think in every college you have all these M.Tech specializations available. No. In every college, in each branch of engineering like this, you may find 3, 4 or 5 M.Tech specializations only. Here I have given list, they are available in different institutions. So while applying, you can give some order depending upon the specializations available in particular college. I can tell you, my dear students, this is only our suggested order of preference. You need not follow, it is up to you. Depending upon your interest and career plans, you can always change it, right? Okay. And moreover, whenever you have any confusion, what to choose first one, second one like this, just to look into the previous cutoffs in the respect to IIT website or NIT website. If you look at the previous cutoff, you get some idea which is being sought after more like this. If at all you have any friends also, you can make inquiry regarding the campus placements, etc., etc. Okay, this is about the course specializations. And here I want to show you interdisciplinary courses also. I told you already, interdisciplinary means not only EC instrumentation, other branches also eligible for these programs. There are many programs you can see here. I think I may shift to the other side. You can see artificial intelligence, machine intelligence, and then data science, and then computational data science, master of science in data science and AI. You know, these are all very trending courses. Of course, most of them are computer science based ones. These courses, if you do M.Tech from the top-notch IITs and IIC Bangalore, etc., they got excellent campus placements with lucrative salary packages. In fact, in our view, instead of doing your M.Tech in this type of specializations, you better go for M.Tech in this specialization. They have got excellent campus placements. Of course, you should have interest in that. After that, still you have some more courses. You can see network information security and cyber security, robotics, aerospace engineering, and then solid-state devices, cyber physical system, drone and anti-drone technologies, and then quantum technology. They are all different interdisciplinary courses. These are all specializations of your core branch, interdisciplinary, right? So if you want, you can pause the video. You can take a screenshot of all these specializations. I will move outside. Okay, let me show you some more interdisciplinary courses in the case of EC and instrumentation. There are all other courses: computer technology, vision and intelligent systems, radio frequency design and technology, terahertz communication and sensing, instrument technology, biomedical, mobility engineering, like this. Okay. But one more suggestion, while choosing these interdisciplinary courses, try to gather some information regarding the latest campus placements for this type of programs. If at all you have any friends, some senior in the respective IIT, just make an inquiry, the latest position scenario regarding this campus placements. Then you can take a decision accordingly. That's what about EC and then instrumentation branches. Now we'll go for electrical engineering. Here again I will show you first the order of preferences in the case of course specializations. Then you go for interdisciplinary courses. You can see the order: microelectronics and VLSI, embedded systems, semiconductor technology, integrated circuits and systems, electronic system engineering, electronic design. These are all programs already we have seen in the ECE branch. The same specializations are again available for the electrical students also. So in these branches, you have got excellent campus placements. That's why my advice to the electrical students, instead of thinking of your conventional, your core specialization like power systems and drives, etc., if you have got good gate score, if you are getting this type of specializations, you better go for this type of M.Tech program. They got excellent campus placements in the IITs. Not only IITs, in the top NITs also they got excellent campus placements. After that, powertrains and drives, this is your course specialization of electrical students. Then you can see some more signal processing and machine learning, signal processing, control automation, communication systems. Another course specialization of electrical engineering, that is a power system. So I have given power system somewhere in this order, because if you see the campus placements, the previous cutoff, etc., the cutoff is something higher for this. So that's why I have given these specializations in the beginning, and somewhere here the power system. See, whatever you do M.Tech should fetch you some good campus placement. That is what our views should be. Of course, you should have some interest also. That is also equally important there. And then you can see controls instrumentation, electrical vehicle technology, the latest trend also. If at all you have interest, you can think of giving priority for the electrical vehicle technology even somewhere here also. Instead of giving as a 14th, you can think of somewhere 6th or 7th like this also. Then RF and photonics also. They're all course specializations. So I told you friends already, this is only our suggested order. We have prepared this based on certain parameters, right? So depending upon your interest and your career plans, you are at liberty to change this order as per your will and wish. Now let me show you some interdisciplinary specializations. Artificial intelligence, machine intelligence and data science, computational and data science, Master of Science by research in the case of data science and AI. You know, they're all computer science based courses. They got excellent demand in the industry. If at all you are getting M.Tech of this type of program with your GATE score, my advice to you, instead of thinking of specialization something like this, the last specialization, instead of thinking of like this, you better go for this type of specializations. They got excellent demand in the industry, right? And after that you can see aerospace engineering, solid state devices, cyber security, cyber physical system, robotics, electric mobility, quantum technology, geoinformatics and natural resources, right? They're all courses available. In case if you want to note down this one, I'll move aside. You can pause the video, you can take a screenshot of this. Okay. So let me show some more interdisciplinary courses: radio frequency design and technology, space engineering, energy science and engineering, drone and anti-drone technologies, biomedical engineering, quality and reliability engineering, like this, right? So you can take decision accordingly. So far we have covered electronics, instrumentation, after that electrical. Now we'll see the computer science. In the case of computer science, these are the course specializations available. The best one is computer science and then engineering, followed by what you call data science and artificial intelligence, information security, computation data science, information technology, software, data analytics, IoT, like this. Here one point I would like to tell you, in most of the colleges, the M.Tech in computer science engineering is generally available. In some colleges, apart from this program, there may be one or two other specializations also available. Don't think in every IIT you have all these specializations. No, you may find only one or two or three maximum. So this is our suggested order of preference. According to your choices, you can always change this order, right? So this is in the core category. Similarly, we have some specializations to be suggested to you in the interdisciplinary category also. Look at here, interdisciplinary category. You can see so many programs. See here, machine intelligence in data science, microtrans and VLSI, robotics, integrated circuits and systems, quantum technology, electronic systems, computer technology, controls computing, systems control engineering, cyber physical systems, sensors, instrumentation systems, bioinformatics, like this. There are so many programs available. But my advice to you in the case of computer science, so with your score, if you are eligible to get this type of course specializations, you go for this type of course specializations. In case you are not getting these type of programs, then you can explore these programs also. But I told you, before opting this type of course, especially this category of courses, please make an inquiry in the respective institution regarding the latest scenario about this campus placements, etc. Then accordingly you can take a decision. So, if you want, you can pause the video, you can take a screenshot of this. Okay. Now, we move on to the next branch of engineering, that is DA, Data Science and Artificial Intelligence. Here, these are the some of the course specializations available for this GATE examination in the DA paper. Data Science and AI, and AI, Computational Data Science, Robotics, Networks and Information Security. If at all you want to see cutoffs of all these, some NITs, some IITs are displaying the previous cutoffs, you can also verify that one. This is our general suggested order of preference. At the same time, you have some interdisciplinary courses also, where DA paper is eligible there. You can see these are the different courses like machine intelligence and data science, electronic systems engineering, quantum technology, computer technology, smart manufacturing, clinical engineering, biomedical, like this. So, you can take a screenshot of this. So, that is about the DA specialization. Now, we move to the next branch of nothing but civil engineering. In the case of civil mechanical, there are so many specializations where you are eligible. But let me display first of all the course specializations along with the suggested order of preferences. You can see structural engineering and then construction technology and management. In the case of civil engineering, these are the two best M.Tech specializations. Depending upon your personal interest, you can change the order, right? You can take this as a first one, this as a second one, or vice versa. But both are in good demand. After that, you can think of transportation engineering, then you can go for geotechnical engineering, then environmental engineering. So, these are the suggested order of preferences in the case of civil engineering. After that, you can see geospatial engineering, geoinformatics, otherwise geomatics, otherwise remote sensing. All these four are nothing but more or less the same, Almost you can see 60 to 80% of syllabus is common in these four branches of engineering. If at all you have got any interest in this type of program, my advice also, keep this M.Tech program as somewhere the fourth one, otherwise the third order of preferences. Particularly in the case of IITs, this specialization has got relatively a good campus placement. That's why some students, they give for this type of M.Tech program maybe the third or fourth preference. After that, marine structures, then structural dynamics, hydraulics and water resource engineering. They are all course specializations, and you can see some more course specializations also. Aerospace engineering, architecture and planning, ocean structures, rock engineering, underground structures, earthquake, tunnel engineering, seismic vulnerability, and then soil dynamics. And one more point, let me tell you here, aerospace engineering. So, earlier we had very good demand for this aerospace engineering in the case of IITs and then Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore, even for the civilians also. That is why even now also, in the case of IISc Bangalore and also in the case of the top, the old 5 IITs, you can give aerospace engineering somewhere maybe the what you call fourth or fifth preference. It's also a good one. Then you can see remaining specialization. They are all nothing but course specializations only, right? I will move aside. You can take a screenshot of these programs. Now let me display interdisciplinary courses. I told you already, interdisciplinary means not only civil engineering, other branches also eligible there. You can see computational data science and AI, machine intelligence, data science, quantum technology, like this. They are all computer based related courses. If at all you are good in mathematics, particularly the statistics, etc., if at all you want to change your career, you can think of, instead of joining the course specialization of a civil engineering, you can join M.Tech program of something, these courses. They got excellent demand in the industry. If you can do M.Tech in these specializations, maybe from IIC or from IIT, good IIT, you got a what you call excellent chance for the campus placements. Then you can see infrastructure engineering and management, computational expert mechanics, earth and climate science, smart manufacturing, like this. And you can see some more courses here on the other side: water source development, water engineering management, land and water resource engineering, like this. They're all different specializations available in different IITs. I told you already, in each IIT you may find only 3 or 4 or 5 specializations. So once you see all this, depending upon your interest, depending upon the demand in the industry, depending upon the cutoff, previous cutoff, etc., you can take appropriate decision. Let me tell you once again, while joining this type of interdisciplinary courses, please visit the respective website, and if at all you have any senior, any close friend there in the IITs or NITs, please make an inquiry about the latest scenario about the campus placements for these interdisciplinary courses. Then you can take a decision accordingly. If at all you want to take a screenshot, you can take it. Now we'll move to the mechanical engineering and also production industrial engineering. First, let me display the course specializations, the order of preferences, then you go for interdisciplinary courses. In the case of mechanical engineering, the best choice is core 1, mechanical design, and then followed by the industrial engineering management, thermal, and then manufacturing. Afterwards, you can think of aerospace engineering also, particularly in the case of IISc Bangalore, in IITs, mechanical with aerospace engineering also in very good demand. In fact, I have seen the IISc Bangalore and some IIT websites, students giving aerospace as the second or third preference. So depending upon your interest, you too can think of this one. After that, you can see industrial safety engineering, material science, metallurgical engineering, mechatronics, maintenance engineering, welding technology. They're all course specializations of your mechanical engineering. See, the priorities for the top 3 to 4 are top 5 specializations. In case you are not getting the top 5 specializations, you can think of the remaining. Then we have some interdisciplinary courses. You can see some computers related courses, computational data science and AI, machine intelligence and data science, and then robotics and autonomous systems, etc. If at all you have got interest in this type of courses, my advice to you, instead of joining this type of M.Tech specializations, though you are mechanical, you better go for this type of M.Tech specialization, because they are all trending courses. They are in good demand in the industry. If you can complete a M.Tech from the IITs or IISc Bangalore, you stand a chance of getting a good campus placement. Then you can think of smart manufacturing, semiconductor technology also available. In IISc Bangalore, electrical and instrumentation, electronics, mechanical also eligible for the semiconductor technology. Electric mobility, materials manufacturing, smart mobility, ocean technology. You can see the list of these courses, interdisciplinary courses. So I'll move aside. You can pause the video and take a screenshot of this. Okay. Now some more courses of interdisciplinary for the mechanical engineering. You can see computational experimental mechanics, energy systems engineering, OR and data analytics, nanoscience, quality reliability, petroleum, process engineering, steel technology, like this. So while choosing this type of specializations for our M.Tech, just make an inquiry with the respective IIT, if at all you have any friend there, about the latest scenario regarding the campus placement, then only you have to take a decision. Right. So far we have seen the different kind of M.Tech specializations in each branch of engineering. So I have given some order of preferences in each branch of engineering for the core as well as for the interdisciplinary specializations. Depending upon your interest, depending upon your future plans, depending upon your gate score, you have to choose the appropriate specializations in the appropriate college also. See, here there are two aspects. Specialization is important. At the same time, a good institution also equally important. See, if you do M.Tech in a good specialization in a very ordinary college, you may not get campus placements. So similarly, if you do some ordinary specialization in a very good college, they may do campus placements. Here you have to be judicious. You have to take some judicious decision doing good M.Tech specialization in a good premier institution, right? So here I may show you the different kind of institutions available, IITs, NITs, IITs, etc. And also I will discuss with you how to choose a particular college, what criteria that you have to follow, these aspects as well, right? Okay. Now you can see premier institutes in India. See, in India, premier institutes means obviously the IIS Bangalore, all these IITs, and then NITs, BITS, IIITs, all these. But I said there are so many IITs, 23 IITs are there, but not all are equally good. There are so many NITs, National Institute of Technology, 30 plus NITs are there, but not all are equally good. In fact, compared to the new IIT, the old National Institute of Technologies are sometimes better also. Here, that is how you have to take some judicial decision between these two. Here, we would like to make some classification of the premier institutes. We have made, as you see, Group A and Group B. Mind you, this is not any official classification of the premier institutes. It is only our recommendation for the students' convenience point of view. Group A, Group B. First, let me display the list of the colleges in the Group A category. You can see all the elite institutions falling under the Group A, almost 10 colleges I have given here. You can see IIS Bangalore, followed by IIT Bombay, then IIT Madras, IIT Delhi, IIT Kanpur, Kharagpur, Roorkee, Hyderabad, Guwahati, BHU. They are all premier elite colleges in India. If you can do a good M.Tech in these colleges, generally you may get what you call good campus placements. After this Group A, then you see Group B. They are all Group B category of institutions. I will move aside. In the case of Group B, as you see here, you will find some new IITs like IIT Indore, IIT Dhanbad, IIT Gandhinagar, IIT Ropar, like this. At the same time, you can see some old NITs, National Institute of Technology. For example, you can see NIT Trichy, NIT Surathkal, NIT Warangal, NIT Rourkela, like this. Here also you can see some IITs, some NITs mixed. So these colleges we like to group as what you call Group B. So Group A is the best one and second best is the Group B. Here if you observe closely, against each institution, some number is given in bracket, you can see 12, 15, 25. Similarly, here also you can see 1, 3, 6, like this. This number given in the bracket indicates NIRF ranking. NIRF means National Institutional Ranking Framework. This NIRF ranking is given in India on a scientific basis by the central government by considering different parameters, the infrastructure, the lab facilities, the number of PhDs, the number of publications. By like this, there are so many parameters taken into account. Every year, for all these colleges, some ranking is given on a scientific basis. So accordingly, you can see IIT Madras, it is bagging the first rank almost for the last 8-9 years onwards. Second rank is for IIT Delhi, third rank is for IIT Bombay, like this. So bracket indicates the rank of the institution, NIRF ranking. Now you can see here, NIT Trichy is having a rank of something 9. Similarly, you can see NIT Surathkal 17, NIT Warangal 28, like this, Rourkela 13. You see some new IITs. For example, you see IIT Bhubaneswar 39th rank, IIT Tirupati 57, IIT Mandi. So when you observe the old NITs like NIT Trichy, NIT Surathkal, NIT Warangal, Rourkela, NIT Calicut, like this, the old NITs rank wise they are better than some of the new IITs like Jodhpur, Mandi, like this. So that's why some students, instead of joining the new IITs like IIT Jodhpur, Mandi, Patna, IIT Bhubaneswar, like this, they prefer to join the old NITs like NIT Trichy, NIT Warangal, NIT Rourkela, right, NIT Calicut, like this. Okay. Whenever you have any confusion among 3-4 colleges, so among 3-4 colleges, if at all you want to choose some decision, the rank of this institution will help you to some extent. But sometimes you should not go simply based on the rank alone. One of the indicator to help you, right? So these are the premier colleges, Group A and Group B. And you can see some more colleges. I think in fact, if at all you want to take some screenshot, you can take. Now you can see some more colleges. You can see the list: Delhi Technological University, NIT Delhi, IIIT Hyderabad. IIIT Hyderabad, it has got the good campus placements. You can see NIT Durgapur, Surat, PS College of Engineering in Coimbatore, right? IIT Bangalore, Anna University, NIT Silchar, IIST Shivpur, and also you can see VIT, VIT, Amrita, SRM, they're all private institutions. They also have good ranking. Then you can see Jadavpur University, NIT Jalandhar, like this. There are also good colleges you can think of depending upon your GATE score. So the rank also given in the column you can see here. Next, I want to show you NIRF ranking exclusively for the universities. See, in India, the NIRF ranking is given separately for engineering colleges, separately for universities, separately for the medical colleges, and separately for business schools also. The list what I showed earlier, that was NIRF ranking list for the engineering colleges. Now, there is some list NIRF ranking for the universities exclusively. If you look at this university ranks, IISc Bangalore always stands the number 1, excellent one. Then you can see JNU New Delhi and other universities rank wise. There are so many universities. For want of space, I could not display all this. You too can visit this NIRF website. There you can see all the ranks of all universities, engineering colleges, etc. That gives some idea to judge about the status of the college. In most of the IITs, NITs and other institutions also, the MTech admission is simply based on the GATE score. Mind you, it is not the GATE rank. It is based on the GATE score only. No interview, nothing. In most of the college, the admission is given based on the gate score only, not the rank. However, in some IITs, the admission is based on the gate score plus a written test, otherwise interview or combined also. So, it varies from IIT to IIT. For example, if you see IIT Madras, IIT Kharagpur and many other new IITs, all NITs means National Institute of Technologies, the admission is simply based on the gate score only. But in the case of IISc Bangalore, some programs are simply based on the gate score. Some programs are based on the gate score plus written test and then interview. In some IITs, like for example, if you see IIT Bombay, IIT Delhi, and in some IITs, in some specializations, the admission criteria is gate score plus written test and otherwise interview also. So, it varies from college to college. Sometimes within the same college also, it may vary from branch to branch also. You have to see the website regarding the exact criteria. Some IITs insist students should have first class. In some IITs, even second class also equally eligible, right? Nothing to worry if at all you have second class. You are perfectly eligible in some programs in IISc Bangalore, in many of the IITs also. But in the case of IIT Roorkee, something different. The MTech admission is based on the normalized marks in the GATE exam. No interview, nothing here. In the case of IISc Bangalore and then IITs, you have to apply separately for each one. I told you there are 23 IITs in India and you see one IISc Bangalore. If at all you want to apply for all this, you have to apply for each college individually. Please keep in mind, there is no centralized counseling here. Separately for each IIT you have to apply, of course, online. When you are applying for IISc Bangalore and then IITs, first of all you have to get registered in the COAP portal, Common Offer Acceptance portal. That registration number you have to quote while filling the application form. What is this COAP? You see here, Common Offer Acceptance portal. Remember, it is not an application portal for IITs. Don't think you have to apply for IITs in this. No. It's not application portal. When you want to apply for IITs, as I said earlier, you have to apply separately for each IIT in the respective IIT M.Tech admission portal. All M.Tech admission offers, wherever you got admissions in the M.Techs through the GATE, right? In IITs and IISc Bangalore, those offers are displayed in the what you call COAP portal. That is what the purpose of the COAP portal. Got the point? Conclusion is, you have to apply separately for each IIT and IISc Bangalore. Finally, where you got the M.Tech admissions, those M.Tech admission offers can be seen only in the COAP portal, right? That is what the purpose of the COAP portal. So, that is why you have to visit the COAP portal regularly to know the admission offers and make some decision there. So, what decision? Suppose you have applied for 10 IITs, let us say 18 to 20 M.Tech programs. Finally, in the first round, you might have got 6 programs M.Tech offers. Among the 6, which one you would like to join? Would you like to join, otherwise you want to wait, right? You have to give some decision like this. Suppose some program is you are very much interested, then you can say accept and then freeze. Suppose you are not interested, then you can say you want to retain temporarily, but you want to wait for upgradation. Suppose you are not at all interested, then you can say reject and then wait. Like that you have to give a choice, right? You may have first round, second round, third round, like that. Then CCMT. See that COAP is with regard to the IIT admissions. In the case of NITs, National Institute of Technology, we have the CCMT. What is CCMT? You can see here. For NITs, I told you in India there are 30 plus NITs and 30 plus IIITs also there. So for all these NITs and IIITs, there is what you call centralized counseling for MTech, that is called CCMT. Centralized counseling for all these colleges. It means it is a common platform to apply for all the MTech programs in all the NITs as well as IIITs, IIST and then CFTS. There are totally 60 plus colleges. They formed what you call a consortium. So for all these 60 plus colleges, one common platform to apply is nothing but the CCMT portal, right? You can see in single online application form, you can apply for all the programs in all the participating institutions, something different compared to the IITs. In the case of IITs, you have to apply separately for each IIT in the respective IIT website portal. Finally, the offers only you can see in the COIP portal, whereas here applying is in the CCMT portal. The offers also will be in the same portal. That's why the CCMT portal you have to visit regularly. And then, yeah. So in all this what you call NITs and then IIITs, the MTech admission criteria is simply based on the GATE score, except a very few NITs there you have additionally some interview will be there. Otherwise, it is based on the GATE score only. And also, there are no restrictions on the number of MTech options in that. You can give 100, 200 options also. First choice, second choice, third choice, fourth choice, like this. You can visit the CCMT website if at all you want to know further details about this. Easily you can know this one. So you have to regularly visit the CCMT portal. Whenever you get any offers there, you have to exercise your what you call interest. You have to lock the choices. This is for the system for this. What about IIITs? You see here, in the case of IIIT Hyderabad, in case of some private top institution like BITS, VIT, etc., there is a separate application for each of this one. Separately you have to apply for some IIITs like this. In the case of state universities, in every state there is a centralized counseling system for the MTech admissions. In every state this system is there. Okay. Now we will see one important aspect. What is the cutoff in each branch of engineering in the IITs, in the NITs and also IIITs? If at all you have got some GATE score, by observing these slides, you can decide likely chance of getting some what you call probable institution. So here first we discuss the cutoff scores for the general category. Please understand, general category, approximate cutoff. Here we made the three classifications here. GATE score ranging from 1000 to 600, 600 to 450, 450 to 350. Suppose your GATE score is, first let me tell you, in the case of IISc and IITs, this cutoff I want to show. Next I will show for NITs, then I will show for IIITs. First let me show for the ECE branch, electrical, civil engineering, mechanical, instrumentation and then production and industrial engineering. If your score is in this range 1000 to 600, that is generally considered to be the good score. You are likely to get good MTech specialization in IISc Bangalore as well as the top 5 IITs. They are all premier colleges. If your score is in that range, you are likely to get good MTech specialization. What are those top 5 IITs? I told earlier also, IIT Bombay, IIT Delhi, IIT Madras, IIT Kanpur, IIT Kharagpur. Here you are going to get good specialization. Suppose your score is something in this range, 600 to 450. In the top colleges, you can't get good specializations, but you can get other specializations. That's what I want to say. Other specializations in the top 5 IITs, but good specializations in the new IITs. There are 23 IITs in India. The top 5 IITs I told you, all the rest of the new IITs, there you can get good specializations. Here you may have a little bit of doubt. What is the difference between this good specialization and then other specializations? Very simple. In each branch of engineering, there are 3 to 4 good specializations which can get you a good campus placement. The rest of them are nothing but other specializations. For example, I have taken mechanical branch of engineering. All these are the specializations available. But if you look at the top 5, up to aerospace, these 5 specializations in the mechanical are considered to be the good specializations. These are nothing but good specializations in the mechanical branch. The remaining, they are nothing but other specializations in the mechanical branch of engineering. So they have got good demand in the industry relatively, they got relatively less demand. There is a meaning behind the good and then other specializations. Hope you got some idea. So if your score is something 1000 to 600, you are likely to get good specializations in the IIC and the top IITs. In case score is something 600 to 450, you are going to get other specializations in the top 5 IITs and good specializations in the new IITs. Suppose score is something from 450 to 350. You can get still new IITs, but other specializations you can get. So this is regarding the cutoff scores in the general category, mind you, that to approximation, approximately. The exact cutoff may vary little bit from branch to branch, but this is going to give some fair idea. Mind you, these ranges are applicable only for this branch of engineering. What about computer science? Something different. Because in the case of computer science, the number of M.Tech seats are relatively less. The cutoff is something higher side. Let me show here. In the case of computer science and the DA, data science artificial intelligence, if your score is 1000 to 750, then only you are going to get good specializations in the IIC Bangalore and the top 5 IITs. In case your score is something 750 to 600, you may get other specializations in the top 5 IITs, but good specializations in the new IITs. Suppose your score is in the range of 600 to 500, then you are going to get some other specializations in the new IITs. Hope you got some idea. This is in the general category, mind you friends. So if you want, you can take a screenshot of this. This is regarding general category. Mind you, we have reservation system for EWS, OBC, SC, ST, persons with some disabilities. The cutoff is something somewhat less when you have reservation advantage. How much less? You can see. In the case of EWS and OBC category, if at all you want to know the cutoff for EWS, OBC category, from this general cutoff, you have to subtract 50 to 150 range. So this much score, if you subtract from this one, you get approximately the cutoff score for the EWS, OBC. What about SC, ST? Of course, something further less. In the case of SC, ST, 150 to 300, this much score you have to subtract from this if at all you want to know approximate cutoff for the SC/ST categories, right? Mind you friends, the previous cutoff details are available in websites of the IITs. Most of the IITs, they are keeping in their website the previous cutoffs in each branch of engineering, in the general category and also in this reserved category also, right? So, please go through that IIT websites, you get some more details there. So, this is regarding the cutoffs of the IITs and IISc Bangalore. Now, similarly, we will see for NITs also. In the case of NITs, I have taken 3 ranges like this, up to 400, means 1000 to 400, one category, 400 to 375, 375 to 350, 3 ranges. In case your score is something 1000 to 400, up to 400 score, you are likely to get good MTech specialization in the top NITs. I told there are 30 plus NITs, not all are equally good. Some NITs like NIT Trichy, NIT Surathkal, NIT Warangal, NIT Calicut, NIT Roorkela, like these are all very good NITs. In these top NITs, you are going to get good specializations for a score up to 400. This is in the case of general category, mind you. In what branch of engineering? ECE, electrical, civil, mechanical, instrumentation, and PI. For computer science, I will show separately. Suppose the score is something 400 to 375. You will get other specializations in the top NITs, but good specializations in the remaining NITs. I told you already in the previous slide what the meaning behind good specialization and then other specializations. Suppose your score is something in this range 375 to 350. You are likely to get some MTech specialization in some NIT. Actually, if you look at the NITs in the northeastern states, where competition is somewhat less, even for this score also you may get some specialization in those northeastern states NITs. This is for this branch of engineering. What about computer science? I told you in the case of computer science, the number of seats are relatively less. The cutoff is something different there. So, that computer science list I want to show the other side. Let me come the other side. You can see here. In the case of computer science and then DA, when your score is up to 700, you are going to get good MTech program in the top NITs. Suppose your score is something 700 to 500. In such case, other specializations in the top NITs, but good specialization in the remaining NITs. In case the score is something 500 to 450, you are going to get some specialization in the remaining NITs. Remember, these cutoffs are mainly for the general category. As usual, reservation is there for EWS, OBC, SC, ST and then PWT categories also. And more importantly, if you open the CCMT website, Centralized Counseling for MTech in NITs and IIITs. In this CCMT website, you can see the previous cutoffs in different NITs, in different IIITs, in each branch of engineering, round 1, round 2, round 3, up to 10 rounds, spot round also you are given there the cutoffs. Very detailed information you can get in the CCMT website regarding the previous cutoffs. In the general reserved category also you can see there. So, I strongly advise you, please open the CCMT website, have a look at that, right? Okay. Now, we move on to the IIITs. There are many IIITs you can see, right? IIT Bangalore, Pune, Allahabad, Bhopal, like this I have given. All these IIITs, most of them except a few, they give MTech admission based on the what you call gate score. they also participate in the CCMT, right, consortium, you can see. In the case of IITs, in the case of general category, even if your score is up to 375, even score is up to 375, you will get some MTech specialization in the IITs. But in most of the IITs, you have MTech programs only in the computer science and then electronics. Suppose your gate score is something other than this one, let us say less than that one. You can try some state universities, some private universities and other colleges as well. So that is how you get some idea where you are going to get likely the MTech admission depending upon your gate score. Okay. And this is something very interesting point. In case you have got a low gate score, otherwise let us say you are not qualified in the gate exam, still there is a chance that you can get into IIT, NIT or IIIT or BITS also to pursue your MTech program. How? Let me tell you. Some MTech programs are offered under self-financing, otherwise a self-sponsored category, like IIT Madras, IIT Jodhpur, IIT Hyderabad, IIT Jammu, IIT Gandhinagar, etc. Some seats are offered under self-financing category. Some seats. Self-financing means you will not get any stipend from the government. Every paisa you have to pay from our pocket only. Of course, little bit expensive. If you can afford financially, you can think of, because even for a low gate score, you are going to get some IIT admission. Some NITs also are offering the self-financing category, some seats. You can see NIT Warangal, Surathkal, Calicut, Hamirpur, Durgapur. I have given some list of the NITs where you can get some seats, leftover seats also under the self-financing category. You have to bear from your pocket. A little bit expensive, but sometimes that may be okay. You can also see some IITs also, like IIT Hyderabad, IIT Raipur, Pune, etc. Here, some seats are given without gate also. They may get separate written test for that. And some private universities, some seats are filled through the gate exam, remaining separate written test also. For example, you see BITS, Amrita and the Manipal, VAT, etc. They conduct separate written test also for the MTech admission. So half of the seats approximately filled based on the gate score, remaining half based on their separate written test also. So in case your performance is not good in the gate exam, you can try the MTech entrance test of these private universities like BITS, Amrita, Manipal, VAT, like this. You may get good, it's called good specializations in these good institutions. In the case of state government and private colleges also, some seats are given based on gate score. Remaining without gate also, they may conduct some separate entrance for this one. And this PMRF, Prime Minister Research Fellowship, the main purpose of this PRMF fellowship is to encourage students to pursue PhD in IIC Bangalore, IITs and IISRs with what you call very good scholarship. See, normally if you join direct PhD in the IITs, you may get scholarship monthly, let us say 35,000 something around, 35 or so. If you join PhD under this PMRF scheme, the scholarship is going to be more than 70,000. Very attractive scholarship will be there. So in the case you belong to other universities, you should have a minimum CGPA of 8 and you should have a minimum gate score of 650. You can apply for this. There is a rigorous process to select the students. You can visit the PMRF website to know the further details on this one. So these are the scholarship you can see per month. This month of scholarship very attractive. So please visit PMRF website for further details. Then this one, MTech versus Master of Science by Research. See, in India, both are considered to be the PG programs. MTech is offered almost in all IITs, NITs, universities also. Whereas Master of Science by Research, it is offered only in the IITs and IIC Bangalore. In the case of IIC Bangalore, it is called M.Tech by Research. One or two NITs is also offering this MS. Some IIIT is also offering this MS. You all know that MTech is a 2 years program, whereas Master of Science by Research, it will take more than 2 years program, more than 2 years. In the case of MTech, the first 2 semesters, nothing but the first 1 year, you will be studying more coursework, 10 to 11 subjects you have to study. In the remaining 2 semesters, nothing but in the second year, you will be doing project work. So, more emphasis on the coursework, relatively less emphasis on the project work. Whereas here it is a reverse case. Coursework is less here. You may be studying hardly 4 to 5 subjects only, courses. Majority of time you have to spend on your project work. It is a mini PhD. That's why this will take more than 2 years. That's why competition is more for the MTech, less for the MS. So, if you got good gate score, you go for MTech only. In case your gate score is something low, if you want to join some good specialization, some good college, if you are not getting MTech, then you can try MS program by research. If you want, you can see a separate video made by me on this MTech versus MS. You can see that YouTube video. If you want, you can see the link also given in the description. Last slide, this one. I have a few suggestions here. See, you have to apply liberally for 10 to 15 colleges or sometimes even more also, especially when you have low gate score. I told you, there is no centralized counseling for all the colleges. That's why you have to apply liberally for more number of colleges. When you apply for 10 to 15 colleges, let us say 20-25 programs, finally you may get at 3 or 4 locations. Then you can choose one of them. That's why be liberal while applying for this number of colleges. And moreover, you should take advice from your seniors and teachers who know something about this counseling. And also, you have to visit the websites of the premier colleges for all the latest information regarding the admission criteria, the previous cutoff, the campus placements, etc. there. See, I told you already, you have to do some lot of homework while choosing a good MTech specialization, a good college judiciously, right? So, here I have one disclaimer to read. The content presented above is only suggestive and then indicative. It is based on the information that is obtained from various sources and is intended for general information purpose only. The information provided here doesn't constitute any legal obligation. Please understand, the students are advised to make an appropriate decision based on their personal preferences, right? So, thank you friends for watching this video. I wish you all good luck.